when it's the good side, the one who's speaking now, he uses first person pronouns. He says, I am a genius. I have been seeing a therapist. My therapist has told me that. The more evil, sinister character is using second person pronouns. You. You sound so pretentious. Where is your Grammys? Welcome back to another Deep Dive with Derek. I'm your host, Derek, but my friends call me D-Rock, here with another reaction, albeit a kind of a different one. Now, if you want to jump into the good stuff, I've got the timestamps in the description below. If you're new here, that would be incredibly weird because this is a new kind of video. But if you are new here, nonetheless, I would still like to welcome you to this channel. On this channel, I take a look at videos, among other things. I take a look at videos through the lens of meaning and valued living. So I'm taking a look at videos through lenses like resilience and mindfulness, purpose, personal values, mindsets, narratives, basically all the tools that we have that we can use to live and design a meaningful life, including appreciating the upside of life and learning from and getting through the dark side of life. So if this is the kind of thing that you like, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm happy to see all the renegades here. I don't run ads on this channel. You probably noticed. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but the main reason is that I think the attention in the advertising model where you throw in ads to hijack your attention, and especially now where they're targeted ads, I think this is largely responsible for consumerism and a lot of other problems in society. So if you want to show support for this channel, you don't have to, but if you want to show support for this channel, you might find a thanks button down here. And think of that like a tip jar. If you see the thanks bar or the thanks button, go ahead and click that. It's not on every video, and I can't figure out why. I can't see the theme yet. But if you don't, you can buy me a beer. You can support me with micro donations. I'll have those links in the description. Again, you don't have to. That's only if you want to. So today, I'm going to check out High Ren, but I'm going to check out my reaction to High Ren. I'm going to react to me reacting to my re-edited version of High Ren. So, when I first did High Ren, this is almost, maybe not right away, but this is really early on when I first started putting together reaction videos. And I flipped the screen around and I added fuzz to the videos, and I did this because of fears that I had around copyright strikes. What I've learned is usually that's more based on audio than the video anyways. So nonetheless, a lot of people told me, Ren doesn't care. You can go ahead and show the full video. That's not a problem. So I re-edited the video. Same footage, same reaction. I just made it more normal. And that's the one I'm going to react to today. So without further ado, let's check out my reaction. So, and here's the reason. I didn't know anything about Ren when I first watched this. Now I've seen 2 full albums, 3 full albums. Oh no, 2 full albums. The whole Tales of Jenny and Screech, a bunch from Freckled Angels. I've seen a bunch from Sick Boy. So I know quite a bit more. Again, I don't know as much as y'all, but I know a bit more now about Ren. So I'm doing this more or less to kind of make fun of myself and see, what did I not know? What did I get wrong? And what was I thinking as I was doing this? So let's check it out. So first thing, I don't do this so much anymore, but I used to do these little sketches. In my professional world, I draw a weekly, or I write a weekly column, and I do a bunch of little 3rd grade level drawings, and I used to put these at the beginning of each video based on my first interpretation of what I thought that song was about. I've kind of gotten away from that because it's incredibly difficult to do. I mean, it adds enough time that it was too cumbersome, especially since like only 2 of you, 3 people maybe, have commented on them. Now, if there was a lot more love for the sketches, I would do a lot more of the sketches. But since it takes up the time and it kind of goes into the pit, I don't do them anymore. But after having watched it the first time, I kind of saw this yin-yang as, you know, these 2 parts of us, this yin and yang. And remember at the end, he says, you can't resist these parts of us. You have to learn how to dance with it, because if you resist it, you're going to be clumsy and stumble. And so as soon as you learn how to dance, you can accept that part of you, And I called them Temptation and Hope because I think that's, if I remember right, that's at the end what they call each other, right? They call themselves. Some people know me as Hope. I am Temptation. Right? So that's where that came from. That's why I used to do these. So back then I had a different, this is before I changed the name. Hey, what's going on? Derek Hagen here. Welcome back. I'm going to try. Let's notice here, I never noticed this before, but apparently I put my coat on that chair back there for some reason. And you can prominently see the cat castle here. But that coat surprises me. I usually don't have stuff on that chair. Try something different, quite different today. The first time I was exposed to Ren, as many people I believe, was through High Ren. And if you've watched some videos, Howard, hey Howard, is the person who got me into it. He was wearing his High Ren t-shirt. Yeah, Ren, I don't know if you still watch these, but hopefully see you around the circuits this year. But there was a fellow who, yeah, he was literally wearing a snapshot of the pig. No, the pig had left, but it was Ren with his guitar sitting there. And I didn't know who Ren was. I kind of thought it was Bob Dylan, just out of the corner of my eye, you know. I didn't want to stare at the guy's shirt. But anyway, that was my intro into Ren. At a gathering conference that I was at, and told me I got to check him out. And I did. What I didn't know was that I didn't have to blur the video. I didn't have to reverse the video. I didn't have to stop it all the time. So my first exposure to Ren, I was cautious about copyright violations. I since learned I don't have to do that. And so future reactions, I didn't do that. Now, I'm not going to react to High Ren again, but what I thought I might try, and I haven't done this yet. I'm recording this before I actually try the editing. But what I'm going to try to do is I found the source files. I'm going to try to re-edit this video. I'm going to post this, even if it is crappy. I'm going to try to... By the way, it is kind of weird watching yourself on video. If you haven't recorded yourself and heard what you sound like, if you've ever had to record, say, a voicemail greeting, that's awkward enough. But here, having to hear yourself and see yourself, super weird. Stitch together and re-edit my original reaction into something that's more palatable. For somebody who's coming to check out High Ren reactions, they're seeing my first one where I put snow on the screen, I reversed it, I did all kinds of things. So we'll see what happens. Let's try. Let's go all the way back to my first Ren reaction. This is fun. Anybody catch that? couple of you did. A couple of you commented. That's from, I think, Violet's Tale, where he goes back in time. So I thought that would be fun to stitch in there. So now that was me during the editing stage. This is me originally. This is still video of me watching for the first time. What? Why does that guy have a pig mask on? Still don't know. Hold on. That's way too loud. You see that? I had the volume way too high, and we came in with that, what is it, E note or whatever it was. You see me jump. Hold on. That's way too loud. I got. Okay, that's a little better. Starting over. All right, should be good now with the volume. Here we go. I like that. Wow. I like they just got the bass line going and that little melody. That cup anymore in green, so reminds me of Sanitarium by Metallica, and it still does. So when I said that, I didn't know that he, in this song, and how could I have known? He has this whole bit where he says, "You're just a criminal ripoff artist. Pinnacle of your success is ripping off other people's material." So here I am, kind of telling you, "Hey, this sounds like Sanitarium by Metallica." Later, well, I'll point it out too. I said it kind of sounds like NF. Not what I expected. Oh, good. He's got the little percussion going.
Hi there, Ran. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ran, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks.
Didn't notice how all the lights were flashing like this, especially with this half. At this point, I'm so blown away that he's playing an acoustic guitar and doing this rapping bit.
Since we spoke, bro, I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Bren.
So this is a conversation between two parts of his personality. That's what I'm picking up on this so far. That first piece seemed kind of sinister, and I kind of stopped it here before. It sounded like a calmer presence. Let's check this out.
Sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Bren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah.
And the fact that it is just him in a room by himself, instead of, you could have talked to yourself in any way. He's got himself in a room and he's looking both ways to represent these two parts of him. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, so it's interesting. This is like, it's hard. I don't know. I'm gonna have to process this. This is like, it's not like a split personality. It's almost like the character looking to my left, his right, it seems to me like the main self, and then the other piece, the other one, the more sinister sounding self, sounds more like, I don't know, the character that's trying to be more impulsive, to try to. Apparently, I did this on a Monday. You can hear the garbage trucks in the background. I must not have used, I have a noise canceling thing on my microphone, but obviously I didn't have that on here to not fit in. And what I heard here was, "I don't need you, I've been seeing a therapist." And then the sinister character said, "Hold on, just take a bunch of pills. Is that what you call living? Because that, at the end of the day, we get one life, right? So what does it mean?" And maybe I'll find out when I get to the end of this video, but what does it mean to live a life? What is life? Is it conforming and not sticking out? Is it doing whatever you want all the time? Probably it's something in the middle. Let's check this out.
White noise, follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah.
That was actually a pretty good prediction, given what I know now about the song and Ren. So I kind of nailed that one.
Mate, this time is different, man, trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kind of doing bits too.
Cup,
like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered.
He's feeling hope.
For doing something special with myself. Yep. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Be remembered. For doing something special with myself.
I was going to say something.
That's why I don't think that we should talk, man.
going to be remembered. So there's an existential theme rolling through here too, which is how can I leave my mark on the world?
Because when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me, I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one, split in two, that makes one, so you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the that makes one. Think that you can amputate. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Because when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me, I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one, split in two, that makes one, so you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with O?
You've got to kill you if you want to kill me. If you haven't seen Fight Club, check out Fight Club. If you have seen Fight Club, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen Fight Club, I'm not going to give it away. But that's the second time I brought up Metallica Sanitarium. I brought up Fight Club. And I was so distracted by that phrase that I missed that whole bit where he said, you think you're successful? Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview? Where's your Grammys? That part was over my head. This person watching this didn't pick up those.
Oh, wow, your Grammys ran? Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that?
No.
But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, because this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in.
Yep.
Man, you sound so...
Purpose is having something meaningful to do with your time, having some way to use your time that matters. And he's found that sense of purpose. And he's on his way towards living a meaningful life. Again, spot on, because this is my first exposure to Ren, and I've said some version of that through most of his videos, especially the older stuff. And this is the little gremlin that's trying to live for the moment, almost.
Pretentious. Ran, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song.
This is so good. Let me break the 4/4. So I think he went into a different time signature there. I couldn't. So I was wrong. There's a few things that I got wrong about this because of he has an accent that I wasn't used to at the time. And there's still some songs where it takes me a little bit to get into it. He said fourth wall. I heard 4/4. Let me break the 4/4. And I was like, it does still sound like common time. So I was completely wrong. Completely wrong about that. Hear the time signature yet? But I want to go back. Did he mention... I don't know if I want to say this out loud without confirming. Did he say that he represents money or the pursuit of money?
You neglect it, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside.
I heard money. Money's not like that. Money's just like that. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. Man, I heard money. Which it made sense. If it was, man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. Money's not like that. Money's just like that. It made sense because money is a false pursuit. It's a means to an end. Money can never be an end. You can only use money for something. And so that made sense in the context of the song, especially so far, and especially for a noob, because here, I want to live a meaningful life. No, you should chase money. So that's where I was going with that incorrection.
A big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No.
Money's just like that. I'm inside of you. So is he saying that he represents greed? So it's the main character, and then there's the greed character, or the money-chasing character.
It's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious. Eminem did it. Played on guitar. Plan B did it. Man, you're not original. You put the subconscious. Down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious. Eminem did it. Played on guitar.
A battle with the subconscious. Eminem did it.
Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves. And I'll shake up the whole world beneath it. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking god complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to ask for you, say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation.
Can't even remember what I was thinking here.
Temptation. I am the snake in Eden.
I am temptation, so I was close. The snake in Eden, which is temptation.
I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender when standing in front of my soul.
Like this little minor tones
my name is stitched to your lips, so you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal. Feeble and normal, you wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend.
Get to that beginning beat, or that beginning melody.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to...
I didn't realize how long this video is. We're 5 minutes in. And it's fitting because he was just talking about how you think you're original, but you've done all this before, blah, blah, blah. So, fitting time to say that this kind of reminds me of NF in The Search, the song The Search. He starts out talking to himself like that, but this is like a whole song about that jacked up. You know, hey, Nate, how's life? I don't know. It's all right. That was just like a couple of intro lines. This is a whole song about that same, similar at least, idea. And I love so far all the different instrumentations, the different time signatures, different tempos, different tones. Or there's one time signature. I was thrown off by thinking it was 4/4, and I counted it this time. It is 4/4. So one time signature. Melodic components where some of it sounds happy and then some of it sounds really dark and sad, and I think that's the point. Let's get back in. And also, so we've got NF, said it sounds like Metallica. I said it has this idea related to whatever movie that was, whose name just escaped me already. Fight Club. And I want to close any doors on any potential misunderstandings because this is so good because there's nothing new. There is nothing new in the world. So the really talented people are the people who can take little pieces from here and from there and bring them together in a meaningful way. So to say I've got a little bit of Eminem and a little bit of Plan B and a little bit of Metallica and a little bit of Fight Club and a little bit of NF, among other things, that's nothing. You're not a rip-off artist. You're a genius because you can package that up in a crazy way. You took the best parts of all of these other people and you packaged it in a way that nobody else has ever done. That's incredible. There's a book called Steal Like an Artist. I'm actually just reading it now. Basically saying the same thing. There's nothing wrong. If you steal from one person and pass it off as your own, of course, that's crappy. That's plagiarism. But if you're taking influences from all the jazz musicians did this. Miles Davis did this. Charlie Parker led the way to, you know, Miles Davis and others. I think even Coltrane. Yeah, I mean they're all just standing on the backs of giants. So there's literally nothing wrong with taking the best bits of a bunch of different areas, especially if it's movies, heavy metal, rap, whatever Plan B is. I don't know who Plan B is, but taking all those different bits and, you know, NF with his mental health related meaningful rapping, and he's got playing the guitar and he's rapping. He doesn't do it in this song, but he does. Does he do it in some? Yeah, of course he does. And he does singing. You know, he does everything. As you know, you're watching a reaction to a reaction of Ren. So if you're here, if you're deep down in this rabbit hole, of course you know how talented he is. You don't need to hear me to say that, but I don't know. I'm wasting time here.
I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal.
I didn't see that coming, but that stand on my own 2 feet, when I see it now, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh time watching it, that is like a powerful moment. And I was so distracted by everything. I was too focused on it, listening to the words. I was too lulled by the melodic instrumentation here. But now, upon further listens, that is a powerful moment for me.
And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as Hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know...
So I was wrong about there being the core self. Temptation and hope. So it's like the angel and the devil sitting on the shoulders.
Oh, how I know that...
Now, having said that, I do think I'm right. Because you'll notice, when it's the good side, the one who's speaking now, he uses pronouns of I. He uses first person pronouns. He says, I am a genius. I have been seeing a therapist. My therapist has told me this. I don't need you. So he's using first person pronouns. The more evil, sinister character is using second person pronouns. You sound so pretentious. Where is your Grammys? Where is your interview with Oprah? Do you think those doctors are really there to guide you? So this is a core person with an inner critic. And this comes from many, many watchings of this. But first person pronouns, good Ren. Second person pronouns, evil Ren. So I think this is way more like a inner critic type.
I'll prosper, cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So coward the man I've become, when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise, in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate to different side.
Before he gets into it, this guitar piece is so incredible. I think after having listened to this many times, and it's hard to say, it's hard to pick one because it probably changes, but this, that part, this is so good.
Like you, we're a climate to different side.
Another total change. It looks like Dave Matthews up there. Dave Matthews dance. Another one to add. have any hypotheses on what that, I don't know, I call it yodeling. It's not yodeling, but that I
When
don't
I
know
was
what
17 years old,
how that interacts.
I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers.
Is he just explaining, like, his journey and kind of some context for the song, or is this part of the song? Context. There's no real winners and losers. Well, I'll let it go. I'm not going to analyze it.
In psychological warfare, but there were victims. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there.
I'm really interested. I didn't even check this out now. I don't know why. Like, the frame is so big around the video. It took me till now to see that. That's a weird way for me to edit. It might have been because I was trying to piece together original footage from the first time I did it, but it looks kind of weird. I just noticed it now.
And there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum.
How intrigued I am.
Eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became,
Not a battle,
the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
And that comes with the human condition. I forgot. I forgot I was going to say that, but I'm like, it's Pavlov. Ring a bell? I'm like a Pavlov dog. You know, we can't forget that we're humans. And I was almost going to posit me right now today and say, and that's the human condition, completely forgetting that I said it. So obviously I've got some kind of hard way of triggering. Okay, so it looks like it's about it. Yep. Okay. So, I mean, and now all of a sudden, this is interesting because now oh, never mind. I was going to say now the coat's gone, but I recorded the piece with the coat. That was my introduction to the re-edit. This is the original edit. That's why the coat's not there. It was interesting that he kind of explained some background, gave some almost advice there at the end. And I like what he said, that this isn't a battle. There's no winner loser. This isn't a fight that you can win. It's a dance, and it's a dance between, what was it, hope and temptation. And trying to, and what I thought I heard was trying to cancel out one side doesn't work. It certainly doesn't work in the long run. Maybe you could make the claim that it works in the short run, but you can't make it work in the long run. And so it's about accepting all of the parts of you. It's accepting who you are, how you are. And can you do that? And can you learn how to dance? Maybe you can't learn how to shut this side of me up, but I can learn how to dance with it. That's kind of the main theme that I got from the end piece there. Definitely like the conversation between these two parts of him, because that's what it feels like sometimes, doesn't it? It feels like there's a part of me that wants to do this, and there's a part of me that wants to do that. I've got competing motivations. And you can think about your motivations if you want to in this way, like they're separate parts of you. You don't have to, but you can learn what you're motivated to do. Because there's things that you might call go motivations. Those are things that you're motivated to go towards or to get. Launching into an ambivalent speech here, motivation. So that's motivation. And there's also no motivations. So go no motivations and no motivations. A no motivation is something that I don't want. I'm motivated to not live in the streets or something like that. So there you can have both of these at the same time, and sometimes it's helpful to have both, to have a go motivation and a no motivation guiding the way. So here's what I want and here's what I don't want. So I'm simultaneously chasing something while running away from something. But it can feel like an inner committee, right? So how many people are in your committee? And what are their individual motivations? And how can you learn to welcome everybody who's at that table instead of trying to get rid of any of them? That's what I got. Tell me what I missed. Tell me what I got wrong. Tell me what I misinterpreted. So there was a lot that I got right. There was a lot that I missed. But it was interesting to see that reaction to my reaction to Ren. So anyway, all ears though. Are there other Ren videos that I haven't done yet that you want to see that would be worth checking out? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you here next time.